This is Rabbi Karen, and we're here tonight for our Tuesday Maariv service. I'm so glad you can join us. We're here on Zoom, Facebook, UJUC, JSLI, Rabbi Stephen Blame page. We're on SeamShalom.com, and we are on YouTube, so you can't miss us. We are all over, and we're just so glad you can be with us this evening. So right now, hold on a second. Okay, so right now we are here online with Reba and Ellen and Sue and Marvin. And I'm going to check the restream and see if we got anybody there. Nobody's there yet, but type in and say hi as we begin our Tuesday Maariv service. Okay, hopefully you see the screen and play from the start. Here we go. So this is our Tuesday Maariv service. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamvarach leolam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. My favorite time of day, twilight. Right now it's still sunny, but twilight is the physical manifestation of Adonai's gifts to us, of separating light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poter she'arim, v'tvuna mishaneh itim, u'machalif et hazmanim. Umsader et kochavim b'mishmoroteyam barakia kirtzono. You abound in blessings, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all time and space, whose word brings on twilight. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons, and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Creator of day and night, who rolls light away from darkness and darkness from light, you cause day to pass and bring about night, distinguishing between day and night. Source of all forces is your name, O living and ever-enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim, blessed are you, eternal one, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Now the prayer that tells us who we are, what we believe in, what our creed is. It is the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Okay. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. And you shall love And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. Okay, we're going to take a moment break, and let's take a look on Restream. Hi, Jeff, Rabbi Jeffrey's here, my friend Barbara, Albert, and my good friend Dee, who I've known since I'm 16 years old. So welcome everybody. In our Zoom group is Ellen, Reba, Sue, Seem, and Marvin. I'm so glad you're all with us this evening. That is great. Let's keep going on. Share our screen and continue on. And as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they sang this song, Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norati hilot, osei. Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise to you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Chashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'achamirenu v'achamidenu malkeinu l'chayim ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Adonai, bless us as we live in troubled times in a troubled world. Bless those who are sick with this dreaded disease. May everyone heal quickly. May we have disease, hostility, war, famine, sorrow removed from our path. You are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power. Gracious and compassionate are you. God, our going and our coming in life, and in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, eternal one, who spreads your shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayei chon uv'yo umechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimru amen yehi shmei rabba mevorach Le'olam me'amaya yitbarach v'yishabach v'yibar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu le'elam b'chol b'chata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram b'alma b'yimru amen. And now we're reminding Adonai that promises were made to our ancestors, and we're hoping those promises will be kept to us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Yemotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol, V'zocher chasdei avot v'ima'ot, u'mevii gula livnei b'neihem, l'man shemo ba'ahava. Melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. And now we know that Adonai, who gives life to the living, is the only superpower that we will ever need. Ata gibor li'olam Adonai, v'chayecha kol atah rav l'hoshia, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו. לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך ממית ומקיים, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. And now for our Torah portion of the week. Let me bring up the chat. Okay, very good. This week's Torah portion is Ray A. Now remember, it's getting very close to the time that Moses is going to watch the children of Israel as they go into the Holy Land. But at this time, what's happening is he is recounting their journey. He is going through the Torah, the laws that they must follow, the rewards that they will receive, and the punishments that they will receive. Parsha Re'eh, give till it hurts. Well, not necessarily till it hurts, but give till it helps. 1/10 of all produce is to be eaten in Jerusalem, or else exchanged for money, with which food is purchased and eaten there. In certain years, this tithe is given to the poor instead. Let's keep that in mind, given to the poor. Firstborn cattle and sheep are to be offered in the temple, and their meat eaten by the Kohanim. The mitzvah of charity obligates a Jew to aid a needy fellow with a gift or a loan. On the sabbatical year, all loans are to be forgiven. All indentured servants are to be set free after 6 years of service. So we already have rules. Genesis 18, for I have given him special attention because he commands his children and his household after him, and they will preserve the way of Adonai, doing charity and justice. So as far back as Genesis, we're told charity, so that Adonai will bring upon Abraham all that which he has spoken of him. In Pirkei Avot, knowing one's place, rejoicing in one's lot, making offense to one's words, not arrogating good to oneself, being beloved, loving the Lord, loving men, loving charity, loving reproof, loving uprightness. So we're still talking about charity. It is an obligation. It is a mitzvot. The Mishnah Torah says there's 8 degrees of charity, each one higher than the other. The highest degree is to aid a Jew in want by offering him a gift or a loan, by entering into partnership with him, or by providing work with him so that he may become self-supporting without having to ask people for anything. In regard to this, it is written, you shall maintain him, whether stranger or sojourner, he shall live beside you. Yes. Leviticus 25, verse 35. That is to say, maintain him so that he may not fall and be in need of help. So now we're learning about different types of charity. The midot, the value that we are living by, the word tzedakah comes from the Hebrew word for tzedek, justice, and it is charity given to the poor in pursuit of a just, ethical society. Whereas acts of loving kindness, gimilut chasadim, can be done for the rich or the poor, living or dead, tzedakah is only for the living poor. So you see, we're obligated. Hope that we're still doing it. We're obligated. Back in Exodus, if you lend money to my people, to the poor among you, do not act toward them as a creditor. Exact no interest from them. So if you lend $50, you expect back $50. In Deuteronomy, which is the book we're in, beware lest you harbor the base thought, the seventh year, the year of remission is approaching. Remember, in the seventh year, you forgive the loans. So if you loan somebody in the sixth year, the seventh year, you may not get that money back. You forgive the loan. So if the seventh year is approaching, so that you are mean and give nothing to your kin, because the loan is going to be forgiven, you will cry out to Adonai against you, and you will incur guilt. So even if you don't expect that loan back, you're still supposed to give. Adonai is going to get mad at you. Give readily and have no regrets when you do so. For in return, your God will bless you in all your efforts and in all your undertakings. So, if somebody still needs in the sixth year, you give, knowing full well you may not get it back. Because if you deny, Adonai is not going to be happy with you. So the question is, for in return, your God will bless you, and in all your efforts and in all your undertakings. So do you? We're coming up to the Yorim Naraim, the days of awe. Time to think. Do we give? Do we give from the heart? Do we give to help? We are commanded as far back as our history. So again, I ask, do we give? No, I don't want you to answer me. I want you to think about it. Do we just give as an obligation? Do we give from the heart? I know when I go to the supermarket, they say, do you want to give for this? Do you want to give for that? Do we give? How many times when I was in New York, we'd pull up to an intersection and there's people trying to clean my window for charity. I would give food. I always gave food. We give. Do you? It's time soon we're going to have to look back at our actions for the year. How are we going to look back at each other? How are you going to look back at yourself? How are we going to you see yourself? As the one who followed the mitzvot? As the one who followed the midot? Or as the person who didn't and incurred the wrath and the guilt of Adonai? Something to think about. All right, let's go back to share screen. And let's take a few minutes to reflect in the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Oh, say shalom bimrumav. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. V'imru, imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimrumav. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. And now our prayer for healing. So please type in the names of all those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I'm going to start with Sid and Joyce Becker, Katie and Luna Marcello, all my friends, and I mean there's a lot of friends this week who have come down with COVID. Give me a second. Okay, let me get back to opening up the restream and getting the names. Okay, Valerie, Erin, Maddie, Trey, Malcolm, Maya, Rose, Amy, Tova, Beth, and her father, Rabbi Galit, Albert, and all our families and pets, Rala, Don, Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jean, and Mary, and Seal's daughter, Diane Fishman, Timothy Paul Taylor, Robin Sellinger, everyone in the Sim Shalom family and those suffering from PTSD, Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jean, and Mary, those suffering emotionally and physically, Lynn Hoff, Bob Martin, Tim Arnold, Rabbi Galit, Ziona, Tom Ben David, Catherine, Amy, Sue Marie, and Marvin. So I think I got everybody. Okay, so let's go back. Mishe Beirach Avotenu Mechol HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mechol HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'rodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'eman V'aya Adonai, V'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. Let me add Ellen Freeman, Beth, Lenny, Ben, Alexandra, Aaron, Ben Ellen, Maurice, Lenny Ben Author, Alice Ben Author. Okay. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of his kingdom. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah. Yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malhutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'b'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. V'agalav azman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach li'olam ol mei amaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yabar v'yiruman v'yanasei. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal. Shmei d'kudashah b'richu. Le'ilam mechol b'chata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Tamiram bi'alma v'yimu amen. Yehesh lama rabba mishamaya. V'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimu amen. Oseh shalom b'mumav. Huya aseh shalom. Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimu amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this evening with me for a very special Maariv service. Remember, we're here Monday through Friday. Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Galit, Rabbi Deborah, myself, and we cannot forget Rabbi Steve and Rabbi Elias. High holidays are coming up, and Rabbi Steve will be doing his services again. So you could see them on Facebook, or you can purchase tickets for the Zoom event. So everybody, be aware. He's already got a filled class for the rabbinic program. So if you're looking for the January program, you can sign up for that one. Be well, everybody. Be safe, be happy. and have a wonderful week.
Rabbi
Thank you
Karen.
all. Bye-bye.